Hello there and welcome back. So in this video we'll be treating the tax on ALX, and when you start when you start your project, when you want to start doing the tax, the first thing you want to do is you want to go through the materials you are given. After you've gone through the materials and you think you're up to the task, you're confident and you can do the task right now, then the next thing you want to do is you check the requirements, the things you to do and the things you're not to do. So you can see they allow the editors, the VI, Beam, and Emacs, and all your files will be compiled. You can just go through it. You should always have a readme.md file in the root of every folder you're creating, and you must follow the beta style. So now when we come to cycle, you're not allowed to use global variables. I don't mean global variables are allowed. Life would have been a lot easier with this project. So you know to use global variables and not more than 5 functions per file, which means 5 functions per file. You don't have to call your file with functions, and you're not allowed to use the standard library, any use of functions like printf, puts. So basically you're not allowed to use any function that will make life easier for you. You're not allowed to use functions that will look like shortcuts. Functions that look like shortcuts, you're not allowed to use it. So you can see you're only allowed to use putchar or this putchar. You can create your own function. You already done that before. You created your putchar function, and you don't have to push text. So okay, you're not allowed to use static variables as well. So you will go through that, and once you're done with that, then you wanna go through this little tax here, and I'll go through this tax. This is the answer 0024, and this, if you read this through, if you go through this, you're gonna see the answer is gonna give you 4321. When I went through this was giving me 10 somehow. I don't know. When I did it, it was giving me 10. I even gave ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was giving me 10. But since the answer is 0024, I'm gonna go over that again to see why the answer is 00246. And if you go through this, the answer is gonna give you this, and to the rest, that's what the answer is gonna give you. Alright, so to tax 0, so what do we have there? It says write a function that print a string followed by a new line. So you're given, as usual, you're given your prototype, which is the void puts recursion. So don't forget what your function is to do, is to write a function that prints a string followed by a new line. And remember, the functions that you're not allowed to use, you're only allowed to use putchar. So if you not go, you can just do man put on your terminal, your sandbox, to learn more about puts. So our file is gonna be this. You're gonna copy this file. So you just you know how to do this. Just create this. You do mkdir, then you do your readme file here. And so I'll be using Visual Studio here. So I'm just gonna come down here, cancel this, put this here, and I'm going to create my main.a, which is my header file. So after this, I'm just going to include that everything. That's if not defined, then this macro. Okay, guess I have to do something there. Okay, here we go. Alright, so okay, so if not defined, then you want to define it. Then this is why you use, I love putting header files inside the space, so I just have to call this main.header file alone. I won't have to start including, just have to include everything inside the space. So I'm going to use the standard inputs because I don't want to create my own putShare function and just just go on with this putShare air. So that's the standard input output stdio.header, and I'm gonna come down here to copy the prototype. So this is the prototype I'm going to use. Then I'm going to add this. Alright, so our main header file is ready to go. Then I'm going to save this. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to just do this. So, okay, sorry. So don't forget to, your better style of coding. Don't forget how to do that. So okay. So I'm sure you do know how to do the better style of coding, and if you don't know how to do that, I'm just going to demonstrate this right here for you so you can understand. So this function is the function, so I'm just going to write, you can put whatever you like. So this function is a function to print strings. Then the parameter that I'm going to use this to tell it the parameter I want. This parameter here, this argument that's going to be passed to this function. So I'm just going to say the string to be printed, and since the void function, then it's not going to return anything. So return nothing, and I'm just going to do this very well. Alright, so here we go. So don't forget what we're asked to do. We're asked to write a function and print a string followed by a new line. So remember, in the last video I showed you, the first thing you want to look for is the base case. You want to know the base case so that you can know, but in some cases you're going to get a segmentation fault due to this function that we have there if you don't do it very well. I can remember when I was doing these tasks, I was getting segmentation for that. I actually didn't know what I was doing wrong. So in order for us to do this, so we can just do putShare, we're going to do putShare, and we're going to do the first s, which is going to print the first value there. It's going to print, this is pointing to the first value. That's the first. Let's say you have hello world. Let's say you have hello. So this s is acting as an array of string here. So you have this string, which is an array, and this is going to, when you ask for the address of this, the address is pointed to, you're going to see it's going to return the address for this to you. So when you're casting this, that means you're returning the hello to this. Then you want to increase it using this. Increase it. So once you're increasing, then it's going to move to the next one. Now you want to give a condition here, which is if this you can use this, or you can use this and say not equals to no, or you can just do this, which is x not equals to null, which is the last character on the list. Then you want to do this, put you want to return this. I'm going to tell it to move to the next one. You know S already increased. We already increased S, so S is going to move to the next address. So that's it. There you go. That's S plus, okay. Alright, so that's gonna be S plus 1. So it's gonna move, gonna move to the next one. It's gonna move to the next one. It's gonna print the next one because, okay, let me explain this. So we said, okay, so let me just do the main there so you can see how this is gonna work. So okay, so now looking at this little function, so this pusher, you know, there's a string, this char s is pointed to this array of strings here, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we have 12 characters with a null character at the end, which is 13. So this is 12 and 0 1 2. So now once you do put char here, it's gonna print this false one here because it's pointed directly to the address of this h and the array. Then if you do x plus plus, that means you're already moving to he. So saying if this is not equals to null, that means if the next one, the next increment is not equals to null, you know we have h, and if the next one is not equals to null, then you want it to do this again, to print the next one again. So once you do this, once you say if this is not equals to null, then this is going to go to the next address. So s plus 1 means go to the next address. So it's going to go back here and pick this e, and it's going to print e, then it's going to increment it, and it's going to check whether this one is null. So when it gets to this character, it wants to print this character. So if it increments it, and once you get a, you know, it's s plus plus there, so and the s plus plus there is equal to null, and once it checks that this is equal to null, it's just gonna exit and, you know, get out of the loop, and you get your answer. So let's try running this and see what is going to give us. Okay. Alright, let me save this. I hope you understand it, and if you don't, you can just go over the video and watch it again to understand that. Okay, alright, it worked. So let's run it and see whether we're correct. Oh no. What do we get here? Okay, we get something that is really nice. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Let's see what the error is. Let's see what the error is. Okay, so we have H and we have L. So why did they skip? Okay, I guess I shouldn't have done the s plus 1, and that's why it's skipping the next one. Since I already incremented that, then we should go to the next one. So sorry for that error. No man is perfect and no perfect, just trying my best. Alright, so here we go. Alright, fine. So I made an error there by adding 1 to this, which made it to start skipping. It skipped to this E, it printed L, it skipped L, and it printed O, it skipped this space, and it's printed this and skipped and moved to the next one. So now, it says it has to print a new line, so I'm going to remove this new line there, so that our function is going to print a new line. So I'm going to do else, then I'll tell it to simply print the new line. So what I'm doing there is, okay, since from this condition here it says if this is not equals to null. So once it's equals to null, that means if s is equals to null, so it means the opposite of this, then print this. So let's see that in practice. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so it did printed this new line for us without us adding it there. So that's how it works. That's how the first task goes. So this basically how you're going to do it. Alright, that'll be all for now. Have a nice day.